Hey everybody, SoIt'sSparrow, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing another foundation review. This one I already filmed and then all the footage disappeared except for the when I came back home, which was stupid. So I have me here the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir sunscreen foundation. It comes with and is SPF 20 broad spectrum sunscreen. It is also including vitamins E, B3, and B5. Ooh, so fancy. Anyway, this is a drugstore foundation for you guys. I'm wearing the shade 670 Classic Tan today. I'm going to show you guys me putting on cream products on top of it to see if it does or does not move. And then I'm going to be wearing it for hopefully at least 9 hours or more today. So if you guys are ready to see that and you're ready to do all that, we're going to just go ahead and get started, okay? Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and put a pump right on the brush. Just one pump of the foundation. For the skin and prepping the skin, we're going to go in with, I don't know where anything is all of a sudden. I'm going to go ahead and prep the skin with my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. And I'm just going to pump that out around the face. And we're just going to go ahead and rub that in until it's nice and tacky. I never understood what it meant by primers get tacky until this one. This one actually does get tacky. But I also just like that it's super hydrating and it leaves my skin feeling like soft and moisturized. And honestly, like a mattifying primer, like if I wanted to put one on, I'd put one on top of this because I want my skin to feel super moisturized first, matte later. So now the skin is moisturized. If I feel like doing a second primer, like a pore filling one, I definitely can. My under eye is already primed. I'm just gonna start going in with the foundation. So it does smell like sunscreen. That's like the first thing that I get the smell of is sunscreen. But it does spread over the skin really well. It's a decent match. It's kind of a little bit warmer than I am, like most foundations. So taking a peek at the coverage, it's definitely covering, like I have hyperpigmentation on this side. It's covered that. This side looks good. It looks like skin. It feels really comfortable. But in general, it just looks really good. Just bringing it down because again, warm head, neutral body. Definitely. There's like this one weird part of my face right here where like if I put foundation on it, it doesn't get any change. I'm just tapping the brush over my hyperpigmentation areas to see if I can get some of that hyperpigmentation away. Alright, concealer. So I don't set my face anymore if you hadn't heard. So don't get alarmed if you don't see setting powder come out. I'm going to use my Makeup Forever self-setting concealer, and I'm just going to go ahead and use that to, I'm not using it to actually conceal anything, but more to highlight the face. And then if I really feel some type of way about this mustache area, this blends out to cover it. We're also going to do blush. So I'm just going to blend out this concealer with a beauty blender, because beauty blenders and me are friends. I love the black one, honestly. Like, in comparison to all my other beauty blenders, the Pro series, I feel like they're just softer and squishier than the others, and that's what I like about them. Just a little bit of concealer over the mouth area did in fact hide a lot of my mouth hyperpigmentation, I will admit. My mom was like, your makeup's so nice looking. I'm like, it's all the skincare. If you do a bunch of skincare, you can put on really shitty makeup, but your face is gonna look bomb for no reason. I don't have to be good at anything because my skincare just makes everything look flawless. Like, it just makes your skin glow. So I already did my eyes I didn't do my eyes on camera because I wasn't going to. We're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Put a little bit, just because 9 times out of 10 I usually don't like it on top of foundation, but I feel like I need a little bit of contour today since I'm wearing a little bit more cool tone makeup, so that's what we're gonna do. And I just blended out with a beauty blender, the butt of the beauty blender. So again, just taking a peek at the concealer that I did. Nothing moved around. Everything's still in place. I just want to note that like my skin's super duper glowy looking. I haven't put, only here, there's like eyeshadow, shimmery eyeshadow here. But this is all just the foundation. It's just very luminous. I didn't even put on my Charlotte Tilbury, so like, this is super pretty. Like honestly, I think I really like this. Like this, I love doing this, these videos, because then I'm like, another foundation. But it does really smell floral-y, sunscreeny, like, on God, if you don't like a smell. It's like very floral, like flowers and sunscreen mixed together. So if you don't like the smell of anything in your foundations, you're not gonna like that, because that's a weird, like, it's almost grandmotherly. My face smells grandmotherly. All right, let's move on to the next thing, because not like I don't have time to sit here and marvel at my inability to describe things, but I don't want you to sit here all day. I love wearing the bonnet. I love this bonnet. Just enough extra. All right, so we're gonna move into my actual blush, which I'm still using this Nude Sticks Nudies in Deep Maple A, because I only own one, and it's cream blush, and I kind of really like it. I haven't touched any of my like regular blushes since I got this stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and blend that out with a beauty blender. So looking at my skin where I place those, I still am getting that luminosity from the foundation underneath this matte blush. So it's super gorgeous. Like I am not losing any luminosity, I'm not losing any coverage, nothing's getting picked up. If anything, I probably should have looked up a little longer before I stopped using my concealer. Giving it a quick tap out, you know, let it get a little comfy. So this is it. We're gonna put a powder on the skin, because that's what we like to do. I like to highlight, obviously. I feel like we all like to highlight. But I used this one yesterday. I think that today is another good day to use it. This is one of the original Anastasia glow kits in that glow. So, you know, impossible to find now. And I'm gonna use Bubbly. It's funny, I used Dripped in Gold yesterday. I don't use Golden Bronze, it's too dark for me. I'm gonna use Bubbly today. Just gonna go ahead and put it right on top of that. And first thing I'm gonna notice is that you can obviously tell that I'm using a powder product right on top, because you can tell. Like I'm looking in the mirror and can see like that I just put this powder product on top. And this is a formula it likes to melt into foundation, so I'm like, hello, you got to melt, hello. Start melting quickly. Anyway, alright, so I'm gonna go do my eyebrows, my lower lashes off camera. I can spray my face actually. I'm gonna give my face a good spray before we leave. I'm gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Hopefully it will melt out this highlight, because this highlight, it's not even. So add more here, because that's what you can do to make it even. I don't know, Alyssa Ashley is a demon. She says she can open her eyes while spraying. No, you can't. Stop. But, so now I'm nice and dewy. Didn't really need extra glowy dewiness, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to go ahead and finish my eyes off camera, and then I'm going to do, you know, mascara and eyebrows, and come back with lipstick on, and we'll talk again. Sometimes I take my bonnet off, and I question what just came out of it. Anyway, so this is going to be my finished look. For the eyes, I used my Too Faced Clover palette. I have a lookbook video where I did 3 looks with it. No one really cared about the lookbook video, and they take like 3 days to film, so I don't do them anymore. If you want to see lookbook videos about certain palettes, you should let me know down in the comment section below though. But anyway, so this is my face. My skin does look amazing. So again, just a little bit of my hyperpigmentation peeking out there. With concealer here, you can't really see my mouth hyperpigmentation. But it just looks like skin. It's skin-like texture. You know, I'm like any of my blemishes, they are there. They're not covered. Well, they're covered, but they're not gone. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so we can see really quick before I go. Yes, this is very, very close, I know. So just so you can see, like I have a blemish here, and it's almost in my highlight zone. And there, like, I have the little blemishes along my jawline. But, you know, and then again, the hyperpigmentation I keep pointing out with Jen. And then there's a light line of demarcation because, again, this foundation is just a little too rich for me. But this is going to be the foundation I'm wearing today for as long as possible. Now, I do want to really touch on quickly the whole, I wear as long as I can. I usually can get 10 hours of wear. If I can't, it's not on purpose. It's usually I need to go to sleep, I have work, I have somewhere to be, and I need to wash my face and go to bed at this point. I wear them as long as possible. Most people are away from home, like from inception of makeup to getting home. You're gone for about 10 to 12 hours a day. So I try to wear it as long as possible. So if you guys have a specific time frame you're trying to see, let me know. I don't do check-ins only because I feel it's weird. And usually I'm in places I can't like listen or talk or anything like that. But if you guys want to start seeing check-ins, let me know. If you want to see certain foundations, let me know. If you want to see anything, let me know. It is 3:40 right now. I'll see you when I see you. Okay? Hi everybody, I'm back. It is, just so you can see, it is 1:08 in the morning. I always promise I'll wear it as long as possible, and I think I'll get 3 hours, I'll get 6 hours, I'll get 8 hours. And then I just come out of here out the gate with 10. I don't even remember what time I don't even know what time I left. I'm sorry, the dog is walking around in the background. If you hear little tippy tappy toes, that is my dog shopping. So this is my face after 3, 6, 9, 12, so maybe 10. I think I'm at 10 hours of wear. I have a dog in my lap. This is my face after 10 hours of wear. Definitely oily, definitely greasy. I will say my hyperpigmentation right here, it feels like it's more prominent at night, or it's more prominent after wear. I'm only getting the sides of my nose recently, don't know why. Definitely oily on the nose, but it's still here. Like the product isn't gone, I will admit that. Mouth area, I rubbed my mouth at some point, but you can't really tell if I removed the foundation and concealer. Forehead, again, no makeup breakup, just oily. But I will say that my blush is still here, like I can still see it. The highlight, the powder highlight is still here. The cream contour is still here. I didn't put too much on today, but everything's still here. So what does this mean for us down here about the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation? It means this is a really nice foundation for those of us who aren't really ready to break the bank on a foundation. I'm just gonna blot up a little bit, just to kind of tamper down all this oiliness really quick. I'm shining a little too hard in the viewfinder. See? I do like when a foundation you can just do this and kind of reset. Like, I should be able to reset my face easily. If you needed a low price foundation with a decent but not amazing shade range, I mean, this is it. I mean, I'm about to try out a couple different foundations that actually did have a decent shade range, so before you drop coins, this foundation is, according to Ulta, the foundation is $11.99 and it has several shades, which the darkest would be Soft Stable and it is an online only shade. And my shade is Classic Tan, which is the second darkest according to Ulta, and is online only as well. So the entire range is 14 shades according to CoverGirl's actual website, with the darkest shade being, the darkest shade is still Soft Stable, $7.75. So there are 2 shades darker than myself. I'm not particularly dark, so this is kind of embarrassing. It's $11.99 from Ulta. And it's for 1 fluid ounce of product, which is still really nicely well priced. Starting in probably the next drugstore video, I'm gonna be making sure I have a table of comparisons to my other drugstore foundations. I'm gonna try to keep them all compared. I'm also gonna do the same thing for the more high-end foundations, especially since I use so many. And then if I feel like it'd be better to have doc links in the bottom, so I'm gonna try to make those in the future. I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing really special about the foundation except for that smell. So it's $11.99. Does have a fragrance. It smells like sunscreen and flowers together. There's a stunning lack of a depth in shade because it's only 2 shades darker than me. It also undertones. There's no neutral, so I just had to be more rich than I actually am. But I really like the finish. I love the coverage because I don't really need full coverage. I like the finish, the coverage, and the wear. And that's about it, guys. It's not breaking me out, so you know, don't worry about that. It is an oil-free foundation, so if you have oily skin and you're worried about that, there you go. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to see a specific foundation, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section below. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I know it's going to be fun. And if you like this video, you should go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You know, I've seen this foundation, but I don't see people reviewing it, so we need to go get more reviews and more foundations, guys. And then if you want to see more content like this, you should just go ahead and subscribe, you know, do the thing. We're going to have a lot of fun here. I'm going to upload more, I promise, one day. I promise. I'm going to upload more eventually. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Bye!